Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Chicago Conservative. If you are a new viewer, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button. And if you are a returning viewer, then thank you guys for coming back. I really do appreciate it. And make sure you guys visit chicagored.org, guys, so you can check out some merch and just some content from Chicago Red, guys. So without further ado, let's just get right into this video. This is actually laughable / sad, guys, because Kamala Harris finally visits the border after 3.5 years as the border czar, guys. So let's just hop right into this. We're talking about Kamala Harris, obviously. She visits the border czar after 3.5 years. It's just absolutely insane, guys. Immigration is basically at an all-time high thanks to these people. I don't think immigration has ever seen like this much critical mass since the 30s, guys. Like, since World War II or something like that. But quote me if I'm wrong, but this is all thanks to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris not sending aid to the border, guys. They could have been stopped this problem. They could have been stopped these illegals from coming in. But they're actually stopping people like ICE from doing their jobs, guys. And then remember when they were taking the razor fences off of the razor fences down? Like, I don't know why they would do something like that, because now they've allowed so many criminals into our country, guys. It's absolutely sick. Like, I'm going to give you guys the numbers soon, but let me just give you guys some more context. Basically, just stopping Border Patrol by any means necessary. Like, why are you defunding ICE? Why are you taking razor fences down when you know these people are coming in with drugs and crime, trying to traffic us? You guys know the U.S. border is the last stop when it comes to trafficking, right, for the cartels. Yeah, if you want to check that out with Ted Cruz, I would definitely recommend that. But, I mean, you guys are still trying to blame Trump for not giving you guys this border bill that wasn't bipartisan. And then you guys forget that Donald Trump has been talking about Border Patrol and building a wall so illegals won't come into our country since 2012. It is 2024. 2012, I was in high school. I am 27. Like, what is wrong with you guys? And it's like talking about this for 12 years and now coming election year, you guys think it's Donald Trump's fault. You have to be losing your mind if you think Donald Trump is going to do a worse job with the border than Kamala Harris. You're drinking stupid juice. But it's like, man, being that Kamala Harris is the border czar currently, she allowed this to happen. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris literally are allowing this to happen, guys. These people are coming in like, it's like in armies now at this point. When I give you guys the numbers to how many illegals are in our country currently and how many criminals, like, we're not talking, no, they stole a bag of chips here. We're talking like murder and sexual assault. But I'm going to give you guys those numbers real fast. But it's like, it's so much happening at the border, yet Kamala Harris is treating this like a joke. She doesn't care about the border. You think this lady cares about the border? That's just like, I tell my friends this all the time, guys. That's just like having a 4-year project. And okay, let's say you're trying to build a hotel and you have 4 years to build the hotel. You don't start anything. Like, I'm talking blueprints or nothing. You have nothing. You just start building this hotel after 3.5 years. And then the person that paid you to make this hotel is going to arrive like, where the hell is my hotel? I gave you 4 years to make this hotel. Oh, what's your excuse gonna be then? I was hope. I middle class. Like, that's all she's gonna say, guys. You think this lady care about you and your family? She clearly doesn't, because she's allowing murderers in like every single day. She's actually flying them in now and bringing them in by buses. But without further ado, guys, let's just get right into this video and take a look at Kamala Harris's failure as a border czar. Roll the clip.
The ability for our agents to move laterally east to west and I think one of the other key things is the amount of rescues that we do out there. So every day, and the agency is often maligned, there's often some vilification. Agents are out there risking their lives every day. There's somewhere hoping out of these helicopters to get 800,000 pounds to rescue someone who's been broken leg, or that's run out of water. It's just exhausting. They just can't do it anymore. And every time we do that, we put the agent at risk, we put the crew at risk, everybody to make those rescues. And I think that's maybe one of the key factors. Just really doesn't get talked about. It kind of gets lost in the noise about the border. That's the thing that 100%. So we drive around and we do take them down in coordination with HSI and our other partners. But it is difficult because you take one out.
Transnational gangs coming across the border, trafficking in guns, drugs, and human beings could care less who somebody voted for in the last election. They could care less. They've got one goal in mind. And it is therefore critically important that anybody who calls themselves a leader would work with other leaders for common sense solutions. The pain and the suffering that Americans are experiencing if we don't work together to fix these problems. Transnational gangs, one of the things I know about them, they are always innovating. So to disrupt them, we must do the same. And that means, again, working together in real time on finding common sense approaches, not just about some rhetoric at a rally, but actually doing the work of fixing a problem.
I wanted to see if it was reported elsewhere. It couldn't find it on MSNBC, CNN, Drudge. You have the release of hundreds of thousands of foreign criminals, like they emptied the jails, thousands of murderers, death of Maggie Smith, which is sad, great actress, Lana Del Rey's marriage, P. Diddy rumors, but nothing about what is easily one of the most probably the biggest crime story I've ever seen. But if you're watching this, the media doesn't want you to know this information. They don't want it to reach you. They would rather you die or be than Trump be right or find out the truth. You can hate Trump all you want. You can hate me, but you can't hate yourself and your family so much that you're going to ignore a story that puts them in danger. Now, even if these numbers are off by 50%, please, I think that the fact checkers should fact check it. But anybody who defends this or says it's not that big a deal is complicit, and they should be held accountable. Every victim of every crime by the people that are in here that we haven't vilified, who are actual villains, you need to file a class action suit against this government. These bastards were more offended by stories of cats being eaten than real stories reported here of actual rape and murder. They can only see immigration as a gotcha moment for political gain. There are actual people that are dying. This is a huge story. Where is it?
So let's just break this down, guys. Now, I just saw some recent numbers that just aired on Fox. And me personally, guys, me reading these numbers to you is going to absolutely, I almost might throw up, guys. I'm not even joking. I almost might throw up because this is, I can't with these guys, man. It's like, Kamala Harris, your failure is literally gonna ruin lives. Like, I'm talking generations at this point. Like, we're talking 4 or 5 generations here, guys, because of her failure as a border czar. But let's just read these numbers. And if you want to fact check me, go right ahead. But as of now, there are 13,100 non-detained non-citizens that have a homicide conviction in our country right now as we speak, guys. But not only that, there is 15,811 non-illegals, basically non-detained non-citizens, that have a sexual assault conviction, guys. This is absolutely insane. And not only that, but there are currently, and this is coming from ICE, there are currently 425,431 convicted illegal criminals in America as we speak. These people are literally walking around. So you have over 15,000 known sexual assaults, people that are convicted of sexual assault walking around our country right now, just roaming around freely. You have over 13 plus thousand non-detained non-citizens that are convicted of a homicide. That's just roaming around in our country, guys. And that's not even the worst part. I got to give you the worst number, guys. Brace yourself. This is coming from the BBC, guys. As of now, Kamala Harris has allowed, good God Almighty, 21 million illegal immigrants into our country. Just updated. And over 80% of those illegal immigrants, out of 21 million, 80% of those illegal immigrants are men. It's not women and children. You guys are just letting in dudes, illegal men that's coming here to traffic us, coming here to basically bring drugs. Like, what is going on with you, Kamala? And you sit up here and say, they could care less. You could care less. That's the only, honestly, I don't even think she would have visited the border, guys, if the media didn't really accept the fact that the border was a real problem. CNN had to give in with this. That's the only reason why Kamala is visiting that border as we speak. We've been talking about the border. We've been talking about this for 12 years. I cannot believe you people are this stupid. Thinking that Kamala is really going to do something. Why haven't she been done anything? AOC been to the border before Kamala Harris. That's absolutely crazy. AOC been getting a lot of credit from me lately. I don't know. I still don't like her. I don't know why. But it's like, at this point, guys, they're bringing in drugs. It's like trafficking. And like I said earlier, our border in Texas is the final checkpoint for these children and women to get trafficked into our country. Yes, our U.S.-Texas border is the final checkpoint. And if you don't believe me, Ted Cruz can break down those numbers for you guys. He's in Texas, trust me. So it's like, just reading these numbers, guys, it's making me sick to my stomach because I'm a father at the end of the day. Like, how are you going to raise a family in a country like this? Let alone inflation being through the roof. You can barely afford a home. You can barely pay rent on your car. Excuse me, your car note. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, America is going down the toilet, guys. I'm not gonna keep bashing Kamala Harris, but those policies I will bash. You are pathetic. You have never done nothing for the border. And now you think people are going to listen to you. If you are listening to Kamala Harris, you're a dummy. You're an absolute dummy. And you've done no research when it came to this woman and the border. Now, if you do your research with Trump, he could have been made this wall. I'm tired of people saying, oh, Trump didn't get the wall built. That's because they kept signing off on it. They kept signing these laws to where they keep stopping the project on the wall, guys. They keep defunding the wall. You guys don't hear these people on the news with Tim Walz talking about, oh, if there's a 28-foot wall, I'm going to buy a 30-foot ladder so people can climb over. Like, what? Like, I'm just going to start calling you Weird Waltz. You're Weird Waltz at this point, bro. Because, like, that doesn't even make sense. These people are anti-American at this point. You want these people to come into our country illegally. Why can't they come legally? I'm so tired of these people saying, oh, these people, they're just looking for safety. These people, they're just looking for hope and dreams and all this dumb stuff Kamala keeps saying, but they can do all of that and come legally. Okay. Like, I understand someone's probably trying to kill you for where you came from, but you can still come into our country legally. Like, okay. I understand countries aren't like America and other countries are going through a lot. Specifically, I'll honestly blame us, majority of like America, for us and like seeing all of this crazy stuff going on in America right now when it comes to wars. Half of it's our fault. Now you have these people thinking that, you know, America is the land of the free. Yes, I have to. You have people literally dying trying to get to America. It's people literally getting eaten by alligators and everything, guys. Trust me, I've seen this. Kamala Harris, people are dying because of you. Joe Biden, I don't even know if you're still alive, bro, but if you are still alive, you need to do your job. You can still do your job right now. You can still stop these people from coming in. But they're not going to do that, guys, because Kamala supports illegal immigrants coming to our country, and she supports funding them with your tax dollars. Make sure you guys tune in next time, and I will see you guys next time. Peace, guys, because reading them numbers was absolutely insane.